Let's begin by taking a walk. Right here, across the Trift Glacier Suspension Bridge in the Swiss Alps. No, I suppose it might look a little unnerving to some, but to me, it just looks like fun. I've always been fascinated by bridges. The more unusual, the better. So let's step off this adventurous beginning to explore some of the most incredible bridges in the world. The architecture and engineering, the visually appealing structure of them, and cross each bridge when we come to it. Bridges are some of the world's most magnificent marvels of engineering, but they also feature some of the most innovative designs. According to a Transportation Research Board special report on the potential impacts of climate change on transportation, many bridges are designed to withstand storms that have a probability of occurring only once or twice every 100 years. And then there are some bridges, the ones that curl, tilt, or even shoot water, that are, quite simply, cool. Take, for example, the Gateshead Millennium Bridge and the Twin Sails Bridge, both located in England. On June 28, 2001, 38,000 people in Gateshead, England, lined the banks of the River Tyne to see a new marvel of engineering tilt for the first time. The innovative tilting pedestrian and cyclist bridge, called the Gateshead Millennium Bridge, has become a landmark for Northeast England. The bridge is made up of two graceful curves, one forming the deck and the other supporting it, spanning between two islands. According to the website of Wilkinson Air Architects, the designers of the bridge. The curves then pivots around their common springing points to allow ships to pass beneath, using an innovative rotational movement, similar to that of a slowly opening eyelid. The Twin Sails Bridge spans the backwater channel in Dorset, England. The double-leaf bascule bridge opened in April of 2012 and was also designed by Wilkinson Air. The bridge features two 75-foot-tall triangular lifting leaves, both powered by hydraulic rams that can open the bridge up to allow for the passage of boats through the channel. In its closed position, the bridge is completely flat, but when the two triangular spans are lifted, the leaves resemble the sails of yachts. According to Amusing Planet, it takes 2 minutes for the bridge to fully open. In China, incredible engineering design twists its way through a bridge. Recently unveiled to the public, this knot-shaped steel bridge crosses the Dragon King Harbor River in the Chinese megacity of Changsha. Designed by Next Architects, the Lucky Knot Bridge is 606 feet long and 78 feet high, and the bridge's loop design features 3 footpaths that wind up and down, connecting two parks and offering stunning views of the river. Continuing our trek through Asia, we find two more stunning bridges in Vietnam and South Korea, with designs steeped in beauty and tradition. A symbol of power and fortune in Asia, dragons are seen all over the continent. But Vietnam took the old dragon motif to a whole new level when it unveiled its 2,185-foot-long dragon bridge located in the city of Da Nang in 2013. The steel, dragon-shaped bridge, which spans the River Han, literally breathes fire from its mouth. The fire-breathing show takes place every weekend at 9 p.m., according to CNN. The bridge is also illuminated by more than 2,500 LED lights, which treat spectators to a dazzling light show. The Banpo Bridge in Seoul, South Korea, may be the most multifunctional bridge in the world. The span, which crosses over the Hanyang River, is actually a two-tiered bridge, which stands on top of the submergence bridge that was designed to be submerged in water during the rainy season and accommodates 2 lanes for cars, a pedestrian walkway, and a bicycle lane, according to Visit Korea, the official tourism websites. In 2009, the Moonlit Rainbow Fountain was added to Banpo Bridge, making it the world's longest fountain bridge and the site of a spectacular water and light show. With 380 water jets, which shoot 190 tons of recycled river water per minute. One is quite simple, while the other is completely unique. In Graz, Austria, a combination bridge, island, and floating platform called the Murinsel, designed by American architect Vito Acconci, is a steel and glass structure that links the two banks of the Mur River. But more than just a footpath that gets to the other side, The Morinsel also features an artificial island with curves and twisted shapes that form a half-open seashell. The shell contains a floating cafe, a children's playground, and an amphitheater that hosts events, according to the official Austrian tourism websites. And in central Scotland, the Falkirk Wheel is the world's only rotating boat lift, which is used to connect the Forth, Clyde, and Union Canals. The wheel raises boats by 79 feet, but the Union Canal is still 36 feet higher than which meets the aqueduct, and boats must pass through a pair of locks to get between the top of the wheel and the Union Canal. Now, as I said, I find the coolest bridges to be those unusual feats of architecture and engineering. But it just feels right to cross those last bridges, with some that are less elaborate, and yet each is truly unique and meaningful in its own way. Stepping back in time to the 17th century in the Netherlands, where fortresses and moats protected the West Brabant waterline region against French and Spanish invaders, the restoration of a fort has given designers an opportunity to build an innovative bridge that can bring visitors across the moat. To preserve the hidden qualities of the fort, the designers built an invisible bridge across the moat and constructed it so it can't be seen from a distance, because the grounds and water come all the way up to its edge. The sunken bridge, called Moses Bridge, because it invokes the biblical image of Moses parting the Red Sea and gives the illusion of people crossing through the moats, according to the Daily Mail. And finally, one of my favorites, in Meghalaya, India, the rainiest place on earth, a form of tree shaping takes place that creates incredible natural suspension bridges. The tree roots are trained not by professionally trained architects and engineers that have introduced you thus far, but by the local Gahazi people. They are trained to grow through beetle tree trunks, which are placed across the gap, until the fig's roots take roots on the other side. According to Inhabitant magazine, this process can take well over a decade before the bridge is fully functional, and then over time the bridge grows and strengthens. Now, I have a confession to make. I finished writing this speech a month ago, and that was great. But then I saw this, and I knew I had to add one more. This is the Golden Bridge, a 490-foot-long pedestrian bridge in Vietnam created to connect to the lush gardens and the scenic overlook in the Ba Na Hills without the steep climb. This bridge is made to loop back around to itself and has two giant hands made of concrete and wire mesh, designed to appear like stone hands that support the structure. Make this, hands down, the coolest structure I've ever seen. Now me, I'm still up for this adventurous high wire walk across the Trift Glacier in the snowy Alps. But for the faint of heart, there are more unique and beautiful bridges across the world to visit and to walk, to drive over or boat under. And I barely scratched the surface here today. Whether it's the feats of architecture and engineering that appeal to you, the beauty, fun, or adventure, I hope that you too know the bridge across when you come to it.